Hello, Billy. I'll just give a moment for other people to leap on. Hi, Matt. Hi. Yes. Hello, hello. Aloha. Happy New Year, everyone. Kind of a different energy for me this New Year. It's like I have to stay home. I'm going bush tomorrow. If I'm not asleep, that is. Yeah, so let me talk to you about what I've been getting about the Divine Masculine and about the Divine Feminine. So we're really in this nuancing stage, and the Divine Feminine are really being asked to hold themselves and to be in great clarity and balance and alignment with who they are and to be in their highest vibration. So imagine that you're this, you're grounded and yet you are up here. You are centered and you're connected. You're connected to your internal flame and you are connected to the internal structure of the planet, to the heart of Gaia. So you're connected to divine light, you're connected to the center of the planet, and you are sitting in this frequency, making sure that you are in your highest vibration and that you are continually clearing anything that comes in that puts you on any kind of wobble. So you are really holding your goddess self here in this highest frequency, and anything that is not in that, deal with it. And I mean that in a attend to it. Attend to it. What is this? What is it telling me? What does it need? And how do I do that? So that it's kind of like sitting in the lotus position, floating off the ground, but you're tethered to both the ground and the divine. And you're just checking if there's anything that's coming up that needs to be healed or cleared or dissolved. The Divine Masculine, they are in this very interesting place. So to me, they show up as in very deep knowing. So they have had a lot of openings and frequency upgrades related to specifically their higher heart and also their higher mind and their gifts. So their gifts, their psychic gifts are coming online. They are starting to develop them. Many of them are developing clairvoyance, and many of them have already developed some telepathy, and then each of them will have their own variety on that. But they have started to see very clearly who their divine feminine is, and that this connection is something special and sacred and higher, and that it connects to them, and that they are seeing that what is and has been in their more conventional life, it no longer feels right, even though it may have and still, fits and ticks all the boxes of what their expectation of relationship and connection was. They are beginning to realize that there is something here that is, well, I guess we could say slightly intangible, but they are recognizing that there is this energetic connection with their divine feminine that cannot be denied. And they are recognizing that it needs to be addressed. So, whilst they've been in this place of recognizing that they have feelings and that they need to get the courage up to express their feelings, they kind of, that might still be sitting in the background, but really they're very much in the, like, this is what I need to do, and in the doing of it. But I got shown how collectively the divine masculine are really operating as a group. And maybe they're operating in several groups, but I'm really talking about our group, if you like. And what I see is that they have connected in here to their purpose. So they've started to see very clearly why they are here and what they are here to do. They've also started to see their own divinity, their own majesty, their own magnificence, and recognizing that they're bigger than they thought, that they're more, they're more. They're recognizing that. And so they are aware that they need to become that. And they are recognizing in their divine feminine the place, the power, the frequency that they hold, and that there's a connection. And they are also recognizing that this connection is, it's like it cannot be denied. It cannot be denied any longer. So what they are exploring now is how to make that come to pass. So they are, what I got told was that the Divine Masculine Collective kind of made this decision in cahoots with the Divine, that they would get through this little Christmas period so that celebration, those holidays could just be moved out of the way, and that then they would attend to this. So we let me just close my eyes and feel back into that for them. So they're like in this knowing. They know that what is going on in here, which is the strong drive to purpose, and they know it connects to you, and their heart and their higher heart is opening more and more and more and more. And so this push it out of the way isn't working for them anymore. This I will deal with it later isn't working for them anymore. Their hearts are open. They are really feeling this very strong love vibration. You probably have felt in the last few days very strong sexual energies that are coming from them. That's all part of their pull to you. And they're like in this place. They're in the, okay, that's what I have to do. I am doing it. I'm just fathoming it out. But it's not fathoming it out in their head. It's fathoming it out in real, tangible, grounded action. So that's the difference. So they've been in this, fathoming it out in this kind of in the higher mind and in their ethereal, in their higher self, their light body. But now they are figuring it out in this physical, tangible, grounded, whatever action steps to take. You may not know what they are, but they are getting great clarity on that. So they are rising in their frequency now, and there is greater clarity for them about who they are and why they are here. This is their deepest consideration at this time. Excuse me, I just want to turn the fan on. So tell me if that's too noisy. Yeah, so this drive to mission, this drive to their purpose, this is, part of what is really making them move, and it connects to you, and they know it, and they are making their way. So they are also having some assistance, if you like, some assistance from the divine. So they've been held back. I got shown that. The darker factions of our world have been well aware that when these connections come together in a large wave or collective, there will be such an impact on consciousness, on this love vibration, or from this love vibration, that it will impact on humanity. And Guy's always spoken about that, that the dark, the cabal, those beings who have been trying to, and been relatively successful up until recently, to control us and to keep us in lower consciousness. They have known that this impact on humanity, that their game would be over. And so the masculine have been held up and slowed down by that end of the spectrum, by that darker end of the spectrum. Hold on, let me see. I've got some arrows in here I need to follow. So they... No, that's not it. Okay, back here. So the masculine has been held up and slowed down by them, and also to ensure that old paradigms won't be dissolved, because as soon as all the old paradigms are dissolved, then that end of the spectrum, it's obvious, it's visible. They can't hide behind any of that anymore. As those paradigms dissolve, they're no longer running in the etheric, so everything crashes, which is what we are witnessing at the moment. So they are coming, and they will be magnificent. They do need, though, to be your equal vibration. And the divine has this in order. So the divine is working on that, on them being lifted up. And I am shown that there's, if you think about this spiral of ascension, it's like they've got two cycles. But if you think, it shows up, if you think of the bottom spiral being broad and then the top spiral being narrow and quick, they've got those last two cycles to go. That's what I've been shown. That's what my divine masculine told me. So you have to trust, we have to trust and hold space for their arrival. Be in total clarity of self and in alignment with our higher aspects, on track with our own mission and purpose. And then there's the letter that came through that I channeled through that's on the channel. So I know that there's this connection in with the wave, with this energy wave that comes through with this raising of consciousness, and that the love wave that tips us further, that these connections fit into that. So you can be pretty assured that they are close. So whatever the timing is, it could happen any time from now. And I would say to you that many of us here could expect, although let's not get caught up too much in timing, but that these will come in and be developing by the end of March at the latest, that there's opportunity for them to come in now. So what determines it is a couple of things. And in terms of the divine feminine, what determines it is your own clarity, your own alignment, and your own balance. So if you are emotionally wobbly, then that's your work to do. If you've got healing that still is required, that's your work to do. So you come into your clarity, highest alignment, and balance, and then you are just there holding space while they are doing their work. And remember, they have held this space for us over all this time. And they are coming into their higher alignment, but they are in their deeper awakening now, connecting to their purpose and really coming into their feelings. So this is new for them, their heart, so their higher heart, divine purpose, mission, but their actual hearts, they are really being sort of stretched open, and they're really in their feelings now. And these feelings, they are recognizing, attuned and aligned to you. So they've got mission that connects to the divine, and they know that connects to you. And then this love that they are feeling, if you feel into it, it can bring you to tears, because they are really deeply in this space of their hearts and feeling this love and recognizing that it's beyond anything that they have ever experienced or felt. And so it is definitely, it's moving them, it's propelling them, but it's opening them up to become your divine partner. And so the timing of these, we're really in these little finer nuances now, and that's your job. And yeah, they are in that. So you will be more and more feeling this love from them. And if you're in your balance, what you'll be doing is you'll be sitting there sort of bathing in it, enjoying it, just holding the space for it, knowing that they are orchestrating their own arrival. Yay! All right. Let me see. Oh, hello, Charlotte and Tina. Phoenix is saying just before Christmas, major tragic landslide in her country. I noticed that it was symbolic for the fall of the patriarchy system structure. Name of the location is Father's Organic Farm. Interesting. So all of these are signs and symbols and signaling to us. And we will witness more of that. But yeah, we are returning. We're returning too. I mean, if you listen to the story about my interaction with the giants, that's very symbolic of this return of the higher codes that they held, the higher powers. So we'll find out more about those. There are other people who've got information about those beyond what I've got so far. There are people saying there are 12 of them. There are people saying that they link into the King Arthur, that time of King Arthur that was buried and turned over, and that was the takedown of him that brought that era to a demise. And if you had a lifetime as a priestess, which many of you will have in the, let me remember it, in the Isle of Avalon. Well, I have definitely seen a lot of past lives there of others and of myself. There were incredible powers that were held, and that's what we will be returning to. So I've done readings for people who have been initiates in Avalon, and I specifically remember that one of them, her specific role was in the mastery of the weather, and that there were others who were learning about mastery of the water and the river, and also a lot of sacred sexuality was taught there, a lot of tantric. So yeah, that era, and a lot of seership, prophecy, the priestesses and high priestesses who lived in that secluded space, they were working with all of that, and these are the gifts that we are returning to. So we get the, I was going to say get rid of, but it's not very good languaging. As we move into higher rounds and the lower frequencies dissolve, they can't be held, then there's less that's anchoring us into that dimensional space. And so we can be higher in our co-creative abilities, and as we move higher, we're bringing in these higher abilities, or returning to these higher abilities where we are coming into very powerful co-creation. So this is why it's really important to be monitoring our thoughts. And so maybe you can be saying such things as, I am in perfect preparation for my divine partner to be here now, and I'm grateful that you have arrived. Thank you. But you can work out your own languaging around that. Anyway, it's I guess we move into a whole new era with this shortly, and so maybe we'll take on a different format when we meet in this space. But I really wish you so much love from my heart to yours, and it's what I have had to tell you is quite small and short, because we are really in these very fine nuances and these incredible divine masculine, they are seeing this all very clearly now, and they are doing what they need to do in order to rise back up into their own incredible divine masculine status, so that we come into this equal partnership, because we are here to change the world. Those of us who are coming back into our mastery and into partnership in this is not, I just want to be clear that this is not being exclusive, but I'm just speaking to this group of divine feminines and divine masculines in this aspect of these beings who have come here. We have come here for this. We have come here to help smash is a good word for it, the old paradigms to do with relationship and to rebuild the new, this higher love, this unconditional love. And so we come into it on our own individual form and term first, and then we come together, and there'll be some patterning paradigm that we are breaking down and pulling apart so we can rebuild the new. So I leave you with contemplation about that for yourself and your divine partner as to what it is that might be. It's likely to be whatever the gap is between you and them. All right. Ride on this wave of joy, this wave of light, this higher consciousness. It's exciting to see what might happen over the next few days. But we'll catch up again soon. All right. Much love.